Hi, this is Dr. John Michael Salvato here with the Institute for Quantum Healing and Noetic Sciences. I'm a degreed holistic health practitioner with 29 years in the field of sports nutrition, nutritional counseling, natural wellness, and healing modalities, and my work has included extensive focus on people with immune compromised systems, including HIV and AIDS, fibromyalgia, lupus, and neurological disorders, including Parkinson's and MS. Now, I'm here today to introduce you to an incredible scientific breakthrough and a very powerful product that resulted from this breakthrough, which has literally transformed my life and the life of literally tens of thousands of men and women across North America right now. The easy, relaxed lifestyle that was once experienced by our grandparents and our ancestors no longer exists today, and we're not even aware of how much stress that we're under. The problem? Our lifestyles have changed, but our bodies have not. This product addresses the issues with one's adrenal function. You see, our Western diet, environmental factors, lifestyle, and stress frequently result in adrenal fatigue, and in the worst case, what we call adrenal exhaustion. The adrenal gland sits over the kidneys, where they play a significant role in the body, secreting more than 50 hormones necessary for life, including epinephrine, adrenaline, cortisol, DHEA, progesterone, and testosterone. Now, since they produce so many essential hormones, the adrenal glands are responsible for many of the functions we need to stay alive and healthy, including energy production, carbohydrate, protein, and fat conversion into blood glucose for energy, fluid and electrolyte balance, and fat storage. Now, signs of adrenal fatigue would include not being able to regulate your blood sugar very well. In the afternoon, you might tend to be a little more fatigued, or you may have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. You see, the adrenal glands impact one hormone in particular, and that's cortisol that I just mentioned, which is extremely important for keeping your body's systems in balance, as well as protecting your cells. Cortisol controls the strength of your immune system. Too much cortisol weakens your immune system, setting in motion the causes and the conditions for increased susceptibility to infection, including cancer. While too little cortisol leads to an overactive immune system and autoimmune disease, as we see in cases like lupus and fibromyalgia. Cortisol also normalizes your blood sugar and it regulates your blood pressure. Stressed or fatigued adrenals can lead to a deficiency in epinephrine and dopamine as well, which is particularly problematic for people who suffer from motion disorders such as Parkinson's disease. So in my efforts to restore the adrenal function to an optimal level myself over the past 29 years, I've studied and evaluated literally hundreds of products, protocols, and studies with very little in the way of positive long-term results. Now, some things would work for a very short time, for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, but nothing would really give that kind of long-term efficacy I was looking for. You see, in May of 1983, unfortunately, I was attacked at gunpoint and beaten and sexually assaulted by 4 illegal immigrants in Hollywood, Florida, which resulted in my being exposed to and infected with HIV. Within a year, I was diagnosed with full-blown AIDS. I had a T-cell count in the double digits for more than 10 years after that, along with suffering several bouts of pneumocystis carinii pneumonia, cytomegalovirus, and toxoplasmosis. Now, all of this was further complicated by the fact that I also have young onset Parkinson's disease, something that we didn't realize until many years later. And this is the same form of Parkinson's that struck the actor Michael J. Fox. So my body's dopamine and norepinephrine levels were dramatically lower than normal. And despite all of my research, despite all of my evaluations, the solution to adrenal exhaustion that resulted from these 2 life-threatening diseases continued to elude me. And over the years, I found products that worked temporarily, like I said, maybe for a couple days, maybe a week perhaps, but nothing that clinically could be proven to have long-term benefit. Well, today I'm very pleased to be able to report to you something that has transformed my life, that came to my attention very recently, and many of those entrusted to my care have experienced transformation in their lives as well in ways that I couldn't even begin to imagine possible. This product is very unique in that it was discovered in 1929 by a Canadian medical doctor by the name of Dr. John R. Davidson, who was a renowned cancer specialist and who discovered that when he allowed a fertilized chicken egg to incubate for exactly 9 days, on the 9th day, the egg would produce certain powerful proteins that would help and sustain human health. Now, one of these proteins is a protein known as laminin. Laminine laminin is the cell adhesion molecule, which plays a critical role in what we now understand to be fibroblastic growth factor number 2. Now, not only was he introducing his regular patients to this protocol with fantastic results, but his reports and studies demonstrate that he was able to help cancer patients with some amazing clinical results. And there are videos available on the internet and on our website, which explain in greater detail the things that Dr. Davidson was able to do. Right now, what I want to do is personally introduce you to this product, which goes by the name of Laminine. But before I do that, I want to be very clear. We are not saying that this product cures anything. In fact, we're not dispensing medical advice whatsoever. Our objective here is to educate you and help you to understand what this represents. And Laminine represents the result of a rediscovery of Dr. John Davidson's work, which combines the fibroblastic growth factor along with a shark cartilage protein and a protein from a legume. Now, in my work as a nutritional health expert, one of the things I learned early on is the majority of our blood work, if we analyze our blood for amino acid levels, are seriously deficient in between 3 to 5 amino acids necessary for cellular health and wellness. Your body needs a constant supply of free-form amino acids, which means amino acids that are not bound or connected to other amino acids. There are 20 amino acids in nature which make up all of the proteins which comprise and sustain human life. The purpose of eating proteins is to break down those proteins in the body so that they become free-form amino acids, which our bodies can then assimilate. In the Western world, we're faced with such devastatingly high stress, chemical and environmental toxicity, food additives, and depression that we're outstripping our body's ability to assimilate and replenish those amino acids that are being lost every day. And those amino acids do have to be replenished on a daily basis. Now, my clinical observation has demonstrated that most people are already moderately to severely deficient in at least three, like I said, 3 to 5 of these amino acids on a daily basis. Most people already need to supplement their protein intake so that the body gets these amino acids in balanced and synergistic bioavailable form daily. Now, by combining the fibroblastic growth factor number 2 with the smaller peptide amino acids from the sea and the land, Laminine is able to powerfully impact cellular health, and the balance of the body is enhanced, enabling it to heal itself and restore homeostasis. Now, as I said, I'm going to jump in right here and again repeat that Laminine does not cure anything. And as such, it's not my intention or the intention of anyone sharing this with you to dispense medical advice in any way through this video. First of all, that would be very irresponsible. And second, it's just not what we're about. But what Laminine does do is it provides the body with what it needs in a readily available, synergistic, and complete form so that the body can do what it was meant to do. And that is to sustain and enable perfect cellular health. You see, the key to making protein synthesis work in our bodies, something that Laminine does better than anything I've ever seen out there, requires 2 principal constituent factors. The first constituent factor is the presence of the full array of amino acids so that the liver can assimilate them and they can be passed on to our cells. And that second principal constituent is the presence of growth factors in the tissues and the bloodstream, which is something no adult has in their bloodstream normally unless they're using this protocol. These growth factors are something that we find in children. It's what helps an infant to grow so quickly into a child and a child into a teenager. And it's that growth factor that causes that growth spurt that goes on during adolescence. Fibroblastic growth factors are like the rebar for a construction worker that they use to reinforce the overall structure itself within the concrete. It stimulates the production of unprogrammed stem cells, which can then go directly to where they're needed in your body to sort of fill in the gaps wherever disease and imbalance exists in your particular body. Now, these fibroblastic growth factors enable the cells to absorb and assimilate proteins, energy factors, immunoglobulins, enzymes, neurotransmitters, and hormones into the body in a perfect synergistic balance. Doctors specializing in anti-aging medicine will tell you that the best way to stay young is to improve your synthesis of protein in your body. If you can synthesize protein at the rate that you did when you were 18 or 20 years old, you'd maintain the body of an 18 to 20-year-old almost indefinitely. And that's what's been lacking in the world of natural health and wellness, the presence of synergistic growth factors, which unlock the cell's ability to absorb these amino acids so that we can truly feel the benefits and experience the benefit on a cellular level. With Laminine, you now have in one single product an approach that addresses both of these critical constituent components at once, amino acids and growth factors. And I'm delighted to say that after 8 weeks on the products, my T cell count, my CD4 count increased by 50%. And the proportion of T cells to white blood cells increased from 9% to 11% and then up to 14%, which is finally in the healthy range. This is for the first time in 15 years. I can't begin to tell you what an impact that's had on me as a person struggling with HIV disease and advancing progressive AIDS to finally have a chance to get my immune system back. Several diabetics we put on the product are reporting being able to reduce their dependence on insulin. Some are even able to eliminate their dependence. One young man with a debilitating knee pain, which the doctors were prepared to fix with a total knee replacement, and he's only 41, 42 years old, saw almost immediate reduction in the inflammation of cortisol levels in his body, and so the inflammation in his knee was reduced because those cortisol levels were reduced in his body. You know, this product is without question one of the most incredible and effective products I've ever seen in more than 20 years of full-time holistic health practice. I would never be without it again, and no one in my household wants to go without it either. Since 1983, I've personally worked with and evaluated thousands of products. I've served on the advisory board for a number of companies, ranging from homeopathic treatments to nutritional science companies, quantum physics and healing and nootropics, to raw food diets and veganism. Nothing I have seen, folks, has been able to compare to what this product is doing in the lives of people that we see with fibromyalgia, with Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, with chronic inflammation, muscle and joint pain, chronic fatigue, immune disorders, including HIV and AIDS, environmental toxicity, depression, anxiety, and cardiovascular challenges. Now, I know it sounds crazy. If someone told me that there was one product that could cover this entire range of disorders and diseases, I would have told them they were absolutely crazy. I've studied the 11 clinical studies that were done on this product, and now I understand the science behind it, and I understand why it covers that wide range of problems. Again, this product is not a cure-all. It's not curing anything. What it's doing is giving your body what your body needs to go specifically where your body needs it. That's why all of these symptoms and diseases are alleviated. And so I've looked at the 11 clinical studies that were done on the product along with the medical support team, which includes several medical doctors, a sports nutrition specialist, a nurse practitioner, and several homeopaths who are on our specific team who all evaluated this product. The product supports the body's production of serotonin, epinephrine, and dopamine, three of the principal neurotransmitters that your body needs every single day to maintain a sense of well-being, focus, calm, and energetic vibrance. That alone is significant because there's 19.5% of all Americans who suffer from clinical depression. And depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide for children. Now, that's according to the World Health Organization, and this is the first product that's safe for children to use in the exact same way that adults use it. Now, several months down the road from now, from those early days of getting incredible clinical results, I can't begin to tell you how the challenges that I faced on a daily basis have been transformed, have been changed. I no longer suffer from debilitating fatigue throughout the day. The depression that was being caused by lower dopamine levels in my body has been dramatically reduced, and I'm as a result I'm more productive than I've been in 18 years. And I know it works because once I missed reordering my product by about 4 days. I misjudged how long it was going to take to get here, and that meant that I went for 4 days without the product. Well, I didn't expect it to be a big thing, and I wasn't really worried about it. But after 2 days, the symptoms, the fatigue, the severe neuropathy from the Parkinson's was back, along with increased essential tremor in my hands. Now, this hasn't completely eliminated all of those problems, as you can probably see from the video. But you have one product here that optimizes your neurotransmitter levels, which improves focus, mental clarity, and brain function, and which decreases those unhealthy levels of cortisol in the body. So it reduces stress, it reduces the tendency to binge eat, And the longer I stay on this product, I'm absolutely convinced the better the results are going to be, the greater the improvement. Now think about it. What person do you know who doesn't want to be able to think more clearly, to feel younger and eliminate stress and anxiety while their body returns to a healthy body weight? I can't think of anyone in my mind who would say no to this. No one in their right mind anyway. And it's not a drug. It's 100% natural, concentrated, whole food. It can be taken by anyone, including children who suffer from depression, learning disorders, or ADHD, as well as autism. Now, I invite you to take a look at Laminine as a product. No, not even as a product, as a new superfood that you can introduce to your daily diet, which will dramatically improve your health by going to work wherever it is that your body, your particular imbalances exist. Of course, now, because we're so passionate about this product and because the results have been so absolutely remarkable, Laminine also represents a huge opportunity for those who are serious and dedicated to helping others. For those folks who are interested in helping us spread the word, there's an opportunity for them to benefit financially as well. Now, whether you're looking to get your product for free each month by helping others get the product, or you're looking to become part of a global wellness company's dedicated team of consultants around the world, we would love to hear back from you. What I'd ask you to do is get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation. And if you happen to find this on your own, or you were invited by me personally, get in touch with me through my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, Google+, or at the web address below. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you and answering any questions that you might have. Our entire team is here and dedicated to make a difference in people's lives. If you know somebody who needs this product, who might not be able to afford the product at retail, we'll get the product for them at wholesale. That's my commitment to you. So the most important thing you can do, like I said, is get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation, and they'll tell you how to take the next step. Until we talk again, I look forward to meeting you guys one day and to hearing your success stories on Laminine as well. This is Dr. John Michael Salvato. Namaste.